I've caught myself over the last few weeks reflecting, really asking myself, do I still choose plural marriage? And honestly, yeah, I do. But I've had to make that choice consciously. My kids are almost grown. There's no longer this huge reason to stay. It was a beautiful way to raise a family, but now I just don't need it. And in the last 18 months, I've realized something even bigger. I'm okay. I'm independent. I don't have to stand here and be yelled at. I don't deserve that. I don't need that. Not anymore. Hey friends, it's Kody from Without a Crystal Ball, and welcome back to my channel. It's April 9th, 2025, and today we've got a bombshell update in the long unfolding unraveling of the Brown family. It's been a couple of years since Janelle and Kody called it quits, but only now has everything truly collapsed. And this time, it's final. Janelle and Meri have officially dismantled the empire, and Kody and Robyn, well, they're no longer sitting on top. What held things up for so long? Property. Specifically, the infamous Coyote Pass. Janelle and Meri were in limbo, legally and emotionally, waiting for the day they'd get their rightful share. And as of March 26th, it happened. Robyn finally caved, and now the deeds show it. 25% ownership to each, Kody, Robyn, Meri, and Janelle. It was a major roadblock for Janelle. She had no legal claim before this, just contributions and good faith. She feared Kody, with his history of acting like all the money was his, might cut her out completely. But after some legal pressure and lots of back and forth, things got squared away. And that, my friends, was the green light Janelle needed. She shared the update on Instagram. Her final storage unit in Flagstaff is empty. She's officially moved on. In her post, she said, "It was a lot of the little things that didn't fit in boxes or were last-minute evacuees from the apartment. With the family wedding in SLC and a stop at Hunter's in Vegas, this was the week. I've had a fun tour of the Intermountain West and now set my sights on Amarillo. That one country song always plays in my head when I say it." She gave a sweet shout out to her friends, Angela and Christina, who helped her get everything loaded and out. True MVPs. But there's something that's bugging me. She mentioned a family wedding last week in Salt Lake City. Okay, but who got married? None of the Brown kids seem to be engaged or have hinted at a wedding. Hunter, recently single. Logan, Aspen, Mykelti, Gwendolyn, all already married. Isabel, not engaged. Gabe's dating someone in Chicago, but it's new. Leon's married. So, was this a wedding from her side of the family? She did call it the family wedding. Curious, right? Also, something else stood out. Christine and David didn't help this time. Remember when Christine moved and cameras were rolling? She and David loaded up the U-Haul and helped Janelle too, but now, total silence. Could that mean they weren't filming? Is this moment flying under the radar? When Janelle first moved from Flagstaff, she was vague, careful not to confirm anything. Now she's being direct. So maybe, just maybe, the cameras weren't there for this move, which could mean we're witnessing the real off-script ending to her chapter in Flagstaff. And honestly, it feels like a brand new beginning. Over the past few years, a lot of what Christine and Janelle have done, there's always been a whisper of financial motive behind that. After all, if the money stayed pooled within a single household, it benefited her the most, especially with the show still running. Remember, she was able to use that shared family fund for things like her doll collection. As odd as it sounds, it says a lot. Whether her push for reconciliation was heartfelt or strategic, it played right into the ongoing narrative. Right up until the end, episode 20, she held on to that idea. Now, with Robyn finally signing off and the land ownership split into quarters, something major has shifted. The properties still haven't been listed, and with it being April 9th, in a hot market like Flagstaff, the clock is ticking. Maybe they're waiting on appraisals or coordinating with a realtor. Since the land parcels are side by side, it would make sense for them to be listed together. Legally, Meri and Janelle could list one on their own. just like Kody and Robyn could list theirs, but I'd bet they'll want to package it as a full sale. And so here we are, watching and waiting. Something's ending, but what exactly comes next? They were originally kind of bought as a package deal, even though the parcels were technically separate. Still, they all needed to be sold eventually. But now that everything's been equally divided, Robyn no longer has the upper hand. That dynamic, where she could try to influence Kody to mend things with Janelle, it's gone. There's no incentive left. The playing field is level now, and by moving everything out of Flagstaff, Janelle has made her most definitive move yet. That last thread, however thin, that might have tethered her to Kody, snapped. You know how after a breakup, there's still that box of things at your ex's place, or vice versa? Some people leave it there, almost like a hope or symbol that maybe, just maybe, there's still something left, that maybe they'll come back. But there's always that moment, that final moment, where you realize it's over, and you either send it back or throw it away. This was that moment. Like when Kody told Meri he needed his stuff back and she had to cut apart a quilt. Bizarre, but symbolic. This is Janelle cutting the quilt. She's retrieved everything that was hers from Flagstaff. Gabriel doesn't live there anymore. Savannah's gone. No kids of hers remain in Flagstaff. Gwendolyn's still there with her wife, sure, but she's Christine's daughter. Janelle? She's got no ties left. Kody and Robyn? They're now truly isolated. Just them and their kids in their Flagstaff bubble. And honestly, I think that's exactly how they wanted it from the start. But I also think, maybe, just maybe, in the back of their minds, they thought Janelle might come back. Eventually, here's the twist though. Kody says he's done with polygamy, claims it's over for him. But Robyn, she keeps pushing. On the show, she's nudging him to take on more wives, which is odd because it seems like she'd hate that. But maybe, just maybe, if Janelle had agreed to fall in line, if Kody had managed to charm her again with that familiar love-bombing routine, it could have happened. He's done it before. But this time feels different. This time feels final. And honestly, I hope it is. She stayed in Wyoming when he left for Utah, but that's not a huge distance. I mean, compared to what's happening now, it's nothing. This question mark. This is a full-on leap. We're talking Arizona to the coast, North Carolina, and she's not just visiting. She bought property. She's building a house. At least, that's what it looks like. Maddie and Caleb are already there. They've started this Tata Farms project, whatever that turns out to be. And that's clearly where she wants to plant roots, for good, or at least for the foreseeable future. But here's the real twist. This decision, it doesn't just shift geography. It shatters the vision of the celestial kingdom that's been held onto for so long. If Robyn still clings to those beliefs, this move, it's devastating. Signing the final documents, taking the last of her things, it's not just an ending. It's a breaking of eternal promises. Robyn's dream of becoming a goddess in some heavenly realm, with Kody reigning over spirit babies and their weird, idealized kingdom, gone. And what now? If Robyn wants that celestial future, she's either got to find new sister wives or walk away from Kody, divorce him, seek out someone else who can save her soul. And honestly, a church elder could guide her in that direction. If she asked, if she opened up about the broken family and lost connections, they might tell her that Kody is no longer her spiritual match, that she should move on. He lost Meri. That spiritual bond was severed through abandonment. Christine, already remarried. Janelle, while she hasn't had an official release, she's out. She's made that clear. Now the last thread is Janelle still holding on spiritually. She says she still believes. So maybe that's why she hasn't started dating. Because in her my hope for her is big. Not just to walk away physically, but to emotionally, mentally, spiritually cut the cord. That's the true freedom. That's the real rebirth. And honestly, I'm celebrating this moment. I'm so proud of her, watching all of them take steps toward their own peace. It's beautiful. And maybe, just maybe, this means the show is finally wrapping up. If Janelle shared this and it wasn't filmed, that says a lot. Christine, thriving. She's got a new husband, and they seem genuinely happy. Meri, surrounded by friends in Parowan, renovating, rebuilding, and now Janelle is surrounded by love, her daughter, her son-in-law, grandkids. She has every reason now to step into a joyful chapter, and after the year she's had, she deserves it. Think about it. She walked away from her marriage, from her family structure. She lost her son. And now, after holding on to what little was left, she's finally letting go. Maybe she kept her things in Flagstaff because of Garrison. Maybe it felt like a last connection to him. He passed there. Even if he's not buried there, part of her probably still was. But this move, it feels like healing. It feels like she's finally choosing herself. And I'm not going to lie, I'm getting teary. This is emotional. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now. My hope for her is big. Not just to walk away physically, but to emotionally, mentally, spiritually cut the cord. That's the true freedom. That's the real rebirth. And honestly, I'm celebrating this moment. I'm so proud of her, watching all of them take steps toward their own peace. It's beautiful. And maybe, just maybe, this means the show is finally wrapping up. If Janelle shared this and it wasn't filmed, that says a lot. Christine, thriving. She's got a new husband, and they seem genuinely happy. Meri, surrounded by friends in Parowan, renovating, rebuilding, and now Janelle is surrounded by love, her daughter, her son-in-law, grandkids. She has every reason now to step into a joyful chapter, and after the year she's had, she deserves it. Think about it. She walked away from her marriage, from her family structure. She lost her son. And now, after holding on to what little was left, she's finally letting go. Maybe she kept her things in Flagstaff because of Garrison. Maybe it felt like a last connection to him. He passed there. Even if he's not buried there, part of her probably still was. But this move, it feels like healing. It feels like she's finally choosing herself. And I'm not going to lie, I'm getting teary. This is emotional. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.